1. Man City to sell Alvarez for a record fee. Argentinian media believe Alvarez will play for Atletico Madrid in the 2020-25 season. Sources from Ole and Claron confirm that the former River Plate star has agreed to a proposal from coach Diego Simeone. Meanwhile, negotiations between Atletico and Man City are progressing well. The Madrid team has made an initial transfer offer of 75 million euros, with an additional 15 million euros in add-ons. The total transfer value of this deal could reach 90 million euros, 77 million pounds, a record amount in Man City's history for a player sale. The current record for a Man City player sale belongs to the deal for Raheem Sterling, who moved to Chelsea in 2022 for 56.2 million euros. The Etihad team stands to make a substantial profit in the Alvarez deal, having spent only 16 million euros, 14 million pounds to bring him from River Plate in 2022. The Alvarez deal will take place shortly after Atletico sells young striker Samu Omarodian to Chelsea for over 35 million euros. Man City's decision to sell Alvarez has the backing of Pep Guardiola, following some dissatisfied remarks from the player. While with Argentina at the Paris 2024 Men's Olympic Soccer Tournament, Alvarez made headlines by stating, "Last season, I was one of the players with the most minutes at Man City. But no one likes being left out of important matches." This displeased Pep. The Man City coach is known for his strictness and will not hold on to any star who does not commit to the team's future. Last season, Alvarez appeared 54 times across all competitions. In terms of playing minutes, the Argentinian striker was 8th in the Man City squad. However, Alvarez expressed dissatisfaction with Guardiola for being benched in many of Man City's key matches of the 2023-24 season. Additionally, the player's family prefers living in a warmer climate than Manchester. 2. Ugarte deal completed by Man United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe confirms signing to Blockbusters. Manuel Ugarte has been a top target for Man United since the beginning of the 2024 summer transfer window. However, the inability to offload Casemiro and PSG's high price demand for Ugarte delayed the deal. The French club wanted 60 million euros for the Uruguayan midfielder, a figure Man TD deems too high. According to sources from The Athletic, Man United has decided to abandon their pursuit of Manuel Ugarte and focus on other targets. The two names most mentioned are Sofiane Amrabat and Youssouf Fofana. Their prices are about half of what PSG is asking for Ugarte. Man TD did not activate the buyout clause for Amrabat in last season's loan agreement. However, they remain interested in the Moroccan midfielder and are ready to make another offer to Fiorentina. Amrabat personally wishes to move to Mu on a long-term contract, even declining a transfer to Fenerbahce under coach Jose Mourinho to wait for a signal from Old Trafford. Additionally, Man TD is actively negotiating with Bayern Munich to bring in the pair of De Ligt and Mazraoui. Coach Erik ten Hag wants Mu to have at least one new signing before the English Super Cup match this weekend. Mazraoui is likely to soon fly to England for a medical checkup. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has approved the expenditure for this deal, costing 15 to 20 million pounds. Conversely, Scott McTominay and Wan-Bissaka are rumored to be leaving if Fulham and West Ham make suitable offers. Mu wants 25 to 30 million pounds for McTominay and about 18 million pounds for Wan-Bissaka. Personal terms have been finalized. The remaining issue is agreeing on the transfer fees. 3. Chelsea successfully sells Gallagher to Atletico. Gallagher's inability to agree with Chelsea on a contract extension led to a mutual parting of ways. The Blues decided to push the player out, and they succeeded. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano revealed that Chelsea has completed the most critical steps to sell Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. Both sides agreed on a transfer fee of 40 million euros. Notably, this is also the most expensive contract in La Liga for the 2020 summer transfer window to date. Gallagher has also agreed to personal terms with the La Liga team and will sign a 5-year contract with Atletico Madrid. He is just waiting to travel to Spain to officially sign the contract. Gallagher's contract with Chelsea was set to expire in a year before this deal was executed. Therefore, Stamford Bridge had to accelerate the process to avoid losing him for free next summer. Returning to the initial developments, Gallagher had told Chelsea management that he was ready to sign a long-term contract, similar to some teammates. However, the Blues could only offer a maximum of a 2-year contract with an option for an additional year. The 24-year-old player rejected Chelsea's offer in June and July. Chelsea felt it was time for their player to leave so he could play regularly. The Blues warned Gallagher that agreeing to stay and accept a backup role could endanger his career with the England national team. 4. Snapdragon wants to buy naming rights to Old Trafford of Man United. According to The Athletic, Man United's jersey sponsor Snapdragon is open to buying the naming rights to Old Trafford if it helps the club financially to build a new stadium. The technology brand has a 3-year contract to appear on the front of Man United's jerseys. Don McGuire, the marketing director of Qualcomm, the company that owns Snapdragon, confirmed that the partnership could be expanded. Old Trafford is Old Trafford, and it will always be Old Trafford. But there is a possibility that a brand could be attached to that name. We are working closely with the team to reinvent Old Trafford from a technology and innovation perspective, and also Carrington. If that leads to something bigger, helping us to expand further, then we are always looking for opportunities. Last month, Sky Sports reported that the Old Trafford redevelopment team concluded that building a new stadium would be a better option than renovating the current one. News reports suggest a new stadium with a capacity of 100,000 seats has been proposed. This would make Man United's new stadium the largest in the United Kingdom. Finance is the most significant concern. A full recommendation will be made by the Old Trafford redevelopment team later this year after consulting major shareholders and local fans and residents. Qualcomm's ambition is not far-fetched, as just 3 weeks after being announced as the New Jersey sponsor for Manchester United, the Snapdragon logo was calculated to have surpassed 1 billion views worldwide. Don McGuire is very pleased with this and acknowledges the vast global influence of Man United. In the past 2 years, during each U.S. tour, Man United has played at Snapdragon Stadium. Qualcomm wants the women's team of the Red Devils to also come to San Diego for summer tour starting next season.